cleanup effort extends across both the metro and then much of eastern Nebraska and western Iowa.
That's right. This morning we do have team coverage of that effort. 3 News Now meteorologist Audra Moore is live in Old Town Bellevue. 3 News Now reporter Zach Williamson is in Council Bluffs. We begin with Zach this morning. Zach.
Hey, good morning, Cerise and Mary. A wild scene out here on South 3rd and Willow here in Council Bluffs. A massive tree completely uprooted, and I'm told it happened around 4:30, a little before 4:30 yesterday when winds were at their strongest, and it brought down power lines with it, and there's even a vehicle underneath that tree. They've closed off the roads at the 3 entry points here, it'll be interesting to see how folks on the street get out and about today until it is cleaned up and worked on. But again, I spoke with the neighbor today, and he said it was quite the scene. And it wasn't the tree that fell that he noticed first, but in fact, it was his neighbor across the street. He noticed a fire.
Well, it was just a few moments before you could feel the warmth of the air and the swirling, and then I came out on my porch to move some items, and then I noticed across the street house was on fire. There were sparks from the electrical panels and stuff, and so I called 911.
Cerise and Mary, luckily the house did not catch fire. Mark tells us it's a brick home, so that might have helped, and emergency services got out here quickly to help. And around 6:30 last night, about 18,000 people were without power here in Council Bluffs through Mid-American Energy. It's a little bit below 7,000 now, so they're starting to get some people powered up, and there's actually some houses that look like they have power down here, so that's really nice to see. But we haven't heard anything about cleanup efforts, about where you can take trees, debris, and stuff like that, but we will keep you updated on that. But obviously, Council Bluffs not the only spot hit. So was Old Town Bellevue, and that's right now where meteorologist Audra Moore joins us. Audra, take it away. Tell us what you're seeing.
Zach, thank you. Yes, like you said, we are in Old Town Bellevue this morning. Right now, we're near the intersection of 24th Avenue and Wayne Street. We've been driving around the area looking for damage, and what we've seen is quite a bit of tree limbs down and some smaller branches and twigs down too. What we found right now is actually there is a larger limb that fell from one of these trees here, and unfortunately it did land on this fence, which you can see did cause some damage that is going to have to be fixed. This is kind of what we've been seeing across the area now. Thankfully, this is out of the street, so roads seem to be pretty passable here in the Old Town Bellevue area this morning. We've seen some other intersections and streets that had tree branches or limbs down clear enough so you can at least get one car through. But that is something to keep in mind as you're heading out this morning. And granted, it is still dark out here, so that is limiting some of the damage that we can see. Of course, once the sun comes up this morning, we'll be able to see a little bit more. But this has been very typical of what we've seen across the area. Some property damage, a car that had gotten hit by the top of a tree that toppled and fell onto it, unfortunately. But mainly some larger limbs and quite a few smaller branches and twigs down across part of the Old Town Bellevue area. We'll keep looking for some damage this morning, let you know what we find. This is what we've seen so far, so we'll look for a little bit more of that. But reporting in Old Town Bellevue this morning, Audra Moore, 3 News Now.